As spring training has officially gotten underway, everyone's starting to shave their beards like Devin Williams. There's been one guy that hasn't shown up to training just yet, and that is Marcus Stroman. It's blowing up all over Yankees media right now that Marcus Stroman has yet to pitch during spring training so far. But the question is this really a big deal? What's going on, guys? The king of 161st, I'm back another video. And so the timeline from my understanding is that Marcus Stroman showed up the first day, and you could tell from the Instagram video the Yankees posted, he's a part of that introduction. He showed up that day to do the mandatory physical everyone has to do every single year. But from there, he has not participated in activities for pitchers and catchers, and now that everyone has started to show up, he has not participated just yet. There's a few misconceptions that I'm seeing about this whole situation. Just because pitchers and catchers report on a certain day does not mean that they are mandated to show up contractual. Now look, is it professionalism to show up when the Yankees want you to show up? Yes, I'll say that. According to the CBA, Marcus Stroman does not have to show up to camp until February 22nd. If he shows up before then, he, according to the rules of baseball, is not in line for any punishment. That's the first thing. This is not mandated camp so far. The other misconception, and now this may not be a misconception, but at least one thing that has been talked about like it is fact, but when it is in fact not officially fact, is that Marcus Stroman is doing this purely in protest of the Yankees trying to trade him this offseason. Now look, Aaron Boone went to the media and he said he somewhat expected this because this is an awkward situation. He wants Stroman in camp, but he has a right to not show up until the 22nd. That would sort of nudge you to believe that this is the official reason. But again, it has not been 100% reported that Marcus Stroman is protesting the Yankees because he either wants out or because the Yankees want him out. So these are a couple things that have been talked about like fact that are indeed not factual just yet. The interesting thing I've been seeing about this is everyone has wanted Marcus Stroman off of this team since the start of the offseason. Everyone's been saying, oh, we need to find a way to get off this contract. Get off this contract. So you don't want him with the team. Now that he's not with the team, you're mad at him because you want him with the team. This seems very hypocritical from Yankees fans. And I know a lot of you are going to say that's an unfair thing to say because he is officially on the team. He should be with the team. And I understand that to an extent. When in any job, if you're an accountant, if you're a financial advisor, a lawyer, whatever the job is, if your boss is publicly going to the media saying, I need to make sure I get rid of X. I need to make sure I get rid of you. And then they don't get rid of you. That situation is going to be awkward no matter which way you put it. Is this Stroman trying to avoid the awkwardness? Is Stroman trying to avoid media? Possibly. Again, these are all different reasons why Stroman may not be there. I'm not one to automatically look at Stroman and be like, yep, this is just a petty move because they wanted to move you. Is that a possibility? Sure. Stroman might be pissed. He might be looking at it like this was my childhood team and now they just want to throw me away because I had a bad second half. Either way, no matter which way you slice it, he's still not breaking any rule. He's not doing anything that is technically wrong. Yeah, you could look at it as unprofessional if you want to, but is it also unprofessional for these NFL players that hold out because of their contracts? Is it unprofessional for players to hold out in free agency up until the final moment to try and squeeze every dollar out of a team? These are all things that would be characterized as unprofessional because you're doing something that could be a detriment to the team. But it's all a part of the game. They have a CBA for a reason. Marcus Stroman does not have to show up to camp until February 22nd. To me, this is a nothing story. But the fact that this has gotten Yankees media, Yankees social media up in a frenzy, it's something that I had to talk about because it is weird to me. Like I brought up earlier, you guys were trying to say all offseason, I don't want Marcus Stroman. I don't care for Marcus Stroman. Marcus Stroman should be shot to Mars. Why all of a sudden is there a pile-on because Marcus Stroman hasn't been showing up? You just said you didn't want him here. So what is it? Do you want Marcus Stroman with the team or do you want want Marcus Stroman off of the team. Because either way, this shouldn't bother you. And another thing that we have to keep in mind, Marcus Stroman right now does not have an official spot in the rotation. So yeah, you can bring up the professionalism of he's got to do more than just the bare minimum. Technically, no, he doesn't. He doesn't even have a spot in this rotation. They're not going to throw a guy like Marcus Stroman into the bullpen. So he is in a state where he has no playing time. Why does he need to show up now anyway? Guys like Devin Williams, who's going to get 60 appearances. A guy like Luke Weaver that's going to get around 60 appearances this year. The starters like Judge, Bellinger, these are guys that show up because they have a role on this team. Marcus Stroman does not have a role with this team. So part of this could be wait until the mandatory day because we need to iron out a role for you. Maybe this is coming from up top saying, look, don't show up and hurt yourself. We're still trying to trade you. There's so many ways this could have gone about. And either way, it should not concern any Yankees fan that doesn't like Marcus Stroman. If you already did not like Marcus Stroman, this should be a good day for you. He's not showing up. I didn't want him here anyway. That's good. Even if you do think Marcus Stroman will have a role on this team, this still should not be that concerning to you. It will start to become a concern past the 22nd. He still is not showing up. Once that is the case, then it becomes a problem because then he is going against a contractual obligation. But right now, maybe he's dealing with shit at home. Maybe he's dealing with some mental health shit. No one knows what is going on with Marcus Stroman. This is a nothing burger and a half. And anyone who is trying to make this something doesn't understand basic contractual work because so many people are out there. Pitchers and catchers reported and Marcus Stroman isn't here. He's supposed to be here. Technically, he's not supposed to be doing anything. There's no mandate that he shows up right when pitchers and catchers report. So with all the hypocrisy I've seen and all the reporting that I've seen on this, I thought I'd make a video to update people and give my thoughts on this whole situation. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with me that this is a nothing burger? Do you think this is something is so egregious that it has to be handled in some certain way? Let me know down below. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. I'm out of here. Take care and peace.